Hi there, I'm Crystal Gazer and welcome to my channel. Today is episode 2 of Janthir Wilds, the new expansion for Guild Wars 2, so let's jump right in.
Wayfinder, the guest of honor. Welcome to Moon Camp. Vanak, if you don't remember. Fought with you against the Cryptus and Omnitas.
Yes.
This is what you call a camp?
The Astral Ward? Subtle. Not a chance. Good to see you closer to ground, though. I volunteered to help with the integration. Long overdue that we got involved in Tyrian affairs. More publicly, that is. Got a few things to atone for.
Oh, Commander, Vanak was just giving us the lay of the land. Dangerous place, Janthir. Eager to scope it out.
I am as well. There's something about the atmosphere here that wilts my senses.
I didn't realize you were joining us too, Cave.
On Dagonet's order, he didn't go into much detail about the Pale Tree's status. And perhaps it's not my place to say, but her recovery has been slower than we expected. Some days she seems weaker than the day before. We search for a remedy. The Astral Ward knows magic, and ancient magic at that. I'm hoping we can form a connection with you.
I do too, for what it's worth. And all help is good in these parts. Janthir is a nasty place to get lost. But before you touch ground, Frode wanted to speak with you, Wayfinder. Seemed urgent enough to prioritize.
Right. I'll track him down.
Okay. I have played way too much D&D recently. Because I am seeing all of this through what the DM would be telling us and what players would be doing.
Frode,
Oh,
I
dear.
trust you're getting some sleep in between missions?
I used to be in charge of Moon Camp before Levente named me Warden.
Something must be serious to pull the Warden from Omnitas.
You know us well. It's true. The Lowland Codan will be fine allies of Queen Jenna and the Tyrian Alliance. That is no lie. They know these lands better than most. Janthir and the northern stretches are formidable. How much did you learn of Waiting Sorrow during your time in Omnitas?
Waiting Sorrow, your missing wizard? Not a lot, besides the fact that she created the Heart of the Obscure.
Indeed. I've never met her, of course, as she's been missing since before Ascalon burned to the ground. This must stay between us, for
Before
now.
the searing. Okay.
But we suspect that she's hiding among the Codan.
You want me to find her?
It isn't a burden on your shoulders alone. The Ward is here to support in whatever way we can. But, yes, we need you to.
Is she dangerous?
She's very capable. For your own safety, expect resistance. I wish I knew more. Between us, Wayfinder, all conversation about her turns Isgarin more conspiratorial than usual.
Then I'll keep my guard up.
Good. For what it's worth, Dagda doesn't agree with him. She was also Waiting Sorrow's closest friend, so there's bias. But that's all I've got, so I'll leave you to it. Get to know the region. We'll set out in search of the Codan soon as well. They've been known to homestead along the delta and the coastline. They'll build for 100 or so years, then move. Unsure of their exact position, but I imagine we're close. We portaled Moon Camp here to avoid scaring the locals.
Probably more subtle than flying it over the bay. Good call.
Stalwart Hart pulled some research noting they're not especially keen on magic. A floating building may cause alarm.
Oh dear. They're
But
not keen on magic.
Good luck. I'll be here to guide you as I can. Ward's busy with the reacclimation. It's going to be a long process.
How are things with the Ward?
Fine. Tense. Isgarin wanted to lock our doors and go back into hiding, but that's just not an option for us. We have 100 fractal inhabitants taking up residence in Omnitas, and I doubt they want to stay. They're sitting in a limbo of our making. And that's just one problem.
Are you going to get the Alliance involved? Probably a smart move.
I think we have to. Lear agrees. He strongly agrees. Iskaran's worried that the world will think us monsters, which is a fair fear, but our actions aren't above critique. I'm airing my angst. Suffered a few long nights, but we're moving in the right direction. Don't let me distract you.
Okie dokie then.
Any brilliant insights from Frode, Commander?
He and I caught up and talked about the Coden. We're not exactly sure where they're settled today, but they're likely close. Astral Ward research also says that they're a little distrustful of magic. We'll want to keep that in mind.
Sounds like we've plenty to strive for, then. We should get moving. I don't know this region.
I'd recommend taking it slow. When we call Janthir treacherous, we mean it.
Okay. So, now what we've got to do is explore Moon Camp. And... yeah, so just examine the objectives. That usually means map clear. Oh, what's that? Is that in here? Yeah. Do-do-do.
How
Map
big
of
is Janthir?
Janthir, sorry.
Huge. Practically in Krytus still. But the deltas are considered a part of the Isles due to their climate and flora. It stretches far to the north, running parallel to the northern Shiver Peaks, as far as modern maps are concerned. The Isles and Bay make up most of the occupied territory, with some coastal regions lining the mainland. There is even a small human outpost on the Isles, but it's long abandoned now. Don't know a lot about it.
Not a good place to be, then.
Okay. You're also up here. Let's go check you out. Nope. Did I get in there? Can I open this door? Yes, I can.
That's a cryptis axe. I'd recognize it anywhere.
Yep. Moon Camp operated in the area during the attacks. Eparch's grunts were poking at something here. Never figured out what.
Given Janthir's history, I imagine there are any number of things a demon could be drawn to. Not especially inspiring, though.
This away. Put that away. I may have to drag them back up here. Oh, that is not a staircase. Doors. Doors are helpful. Look for doors. Oh dear.
That's a Valraven Talon. Nasty beast. The ward has little documentation, aside from a few first-hand accounts. When few travelers come through Janthir, stay away from them at all costs.
Okay. Door.
A lot of things come to
Relics.
Janthir to hide from the rest of Tyria. That's why the Mersat built Bava Nisos here. Though, that place is all ruins and storms now. Hard to get close.
Bavanisos? What's that?
Former Mersat city. Fixed in the middle of the Isles. Been abandoned for a long time. Don't think I'd want to go anyway. Maban told me about it. Didn't sound all that hospitable. He went back from time to time. Memories, I imagine. Or guilt.
It's interesting that throwing, or at least I think they're throwing, because it sounds like it, Guild Wars 1 lore in. It would be interesting to hear from any of you actually that have played Guild Wars 1, because I haven't really. My partner has, so he fills me in on bits. But yeah, it'd be interesting to hear from you guys that have played Guild Wars 1 as to how much of this lore was part of Guild Wars 1, how accurate they've been when they've been retelling stuff to fill people who have only played Guild Wars 2 in on what happened previously.
What can you tell us about the history of this place?
Oh, former home of the Mersat, and later the White Mantle. From my research, there's been very little activity in recent years.
Correct. Aside from the Kodan, only a few other groups have called it home. Some centaur tribes, trolls, creatures that keep to themselves. And the Isles are another story. I recommend you read up on it. A lot of blood has been spilled here.
Oh. I love the fact that they've included like enemies that, you know, creatures that are enemies in other expansions. Like you've got dust mites here, you've got will-o'-the-wisp here, and they're enemies in different places. But they're like trash mob, where you can one-hit them. There is, I see a mastery point there. Whee!
It's so quiet.
Reminds me of Drizzlewood. Abundant vegetation. I wonder how much of this is edible.
I learned a long time ago not to eat strange plants.
That would be
Now,
the mushrooms
where
in the
should we go first?
Sounds like something to be determined by a wayfinder.
Yes. Right. So what are we doing now? Notable forest features inspected. Okie dokie, so where are we going? We're map clearing is what we're doing. We're exploring the map.
Goodness, look at you. This is a very old tree. Imagine the stories it could tell us. Standing tall and strong, protecting the smaller growth.
Eyes up, Keith.
Oh god, okay.
Time to do something.
There goes. Oh. It was too close for my greater sword. It was not doing enough damage. Because I didn't get enough distance.
It may be dangerous, but this place...
It's pretty.
stunning.
That's one word for it. I wonder where the flow of water will take us.
Don't know, but we've got more stuff to look at.
Watch out for the cliff. Wouldn't make for a nice fall.
Never mind the cliff. Watch out!
It's not too far. That wouldn't create full damage.
Sharp blade, sharp line.
So gonna end up pissing off that doe. This is not encouraging on my build, to be fair. But the trash mobs we're finding are not feeling like trash mobs. Might have to have a look at that.
What were those things?
Must be Valraven. Talons look just like the one Vinak showed us.
Janthiri flora is fascinating. And probably very toxic.
Okay. What about next?
We should follow that stream. See where it leads.
Ward, I need assistance now! Alchemy! It won't calm!
Treacherous, eh?
Better check it out. Together, everyone.
What has them so riled up?
Time to do some real damage.
Oh, come on.
Sharper still.
Okay, so it doesn't feel like when we first walked into
Attacking on
Aguma,
sites
but
so
it
close
does
to
feel
a
like when we
populated
first
camp
walked
is
into
concerning
Alona
behavior.
and met the
Bet it has something to do with that distress call.
the forged.
Reasonable take.
Claw marks.
And from quite a large beast, I imagine.
Okay. Are we hunting T-Rex?
Footprints and more claw marks. Chase them away from camp.
Ooh, are we gonna meet the Warclaw? That would be
Blood.
interesting.
We better hurry.
Come on.
I wanna go and get that mastery point, but I bet it won't be there. No, it's not there. Okie dokie.
Wayfinder!
Warclaw! Okay, so we have a bar thingy. I've forgotten the word for it.
Sharper still. Time to do some real damage.
A bar that requires CC to knock down. It's fine, but we needed to go blue first, so...
Blades away! Another!
Ha, we have blue! Let's go! Crap. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Blade rain!
Strike!
Everything at it.
Surround it, quickly. We're here to calm, not to kill. Maintain eye contact and be firm. The rest of you follow as we guide. The creature is vulnerable. Again, we don't seek to kill it unless absolutely necessary.
Who are you?
Outlander, use brains.
Yay!
Curious garbs you wear. Perhaps something sturdier would do you better in these parts. Which of you is the leader?
Commander.
Oh, apparently that's me. Never good when people
I'm in
think I'm a
charge.
leader.
I've looked at those great walls all my life. Proud the humans. I'd like to get to know you. I'm sure the Claw would too. The sun is fading. Wherever you traveled from, our village is likely closer. Follow. We've got a fire for you to sit by.
Thank you. We'll follow. But who are you?
Barbed Veil. Come. You can help us lead the journeykin to safety. But we must move quickly, unless you want to lose yourself in the woods.
Render
Our nights
loose.
have been far darker. The Valraven watch.
Journeykin? You mean that wild animal?
Fascinating beasts they are. Came to us from far away. They need protectors.
It's enraged again?
Stay calm. Help it release that energy, just like last time.
I did not mean to press that button. So I've had a lot of like pushback on the fact that I dance around shit all the time. It's because it makes it easier when they put shit down. I'm not having to dodge constantly. I can just run out of the AoE because I'm already moving.
As I told you, the sap.
Oh bollocks, I pressed the wrong one. There we go.
Again, keep your voices stable. Help it
Time to do
relax.
some real damage.
Yes, because like hitting it with everything you've got makes stuff relax. Not enraged, which is it further.
Time to do some real damage.
Never mind. It worked.
Good.
Starting to think that it's enjoying this.
It could be. Let it release that energy.
Sharp blade, sharp mind.
Keep doing this to me around.
Again, the stab. Welcome.
Okay, pretty. Well, so far not a bad introduction to an expansion. But then the introduction to Secrets of the Obscure was bad. You know, it was quite a good introduction, especially to a new story. But then it deteriorated into go clear the map, go do the events.
And so close to camp.
Here you go,
I was
here's the next
expecting
bit
a
of
little
story.
more of a hike.
It's been a long while since we've let the outside in. Travelers avoid these lands, and for good reason. Not intentional isolation, that is. It isn't my story to tell, however. And we're nearing the pen.
Okay.
Here, Commander. Use this to calm the beast.
What is it?
Food.
Why can't I talk to it? Is it because it's not angry? Oh, no, because I haven't been and picked it up from her. Apologies. Doop. Boop. 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 Bosh.
Especially feral ones.
Yay!
Only know a life of hunting, fighting for
I don't
their
have to go and do World v World to get a Warclaw now!
kind interaction, and a gift is sometimes all it needs to learn trust. More creatures lost in the wild.
Mine. All mine.
A claw of the Coden that I've never heard of, huh?
We found them in the forest, defending themselves against this one.
I'm glad you intervened before any lives were lost. Come, we should speak.
As a delegate of the Tyrian Alliance, it's good to meet you, Stoic Alder.
Interesting. I never thought Tyria capable. Clearly, we've plenty to discuss. Come. The village welcomes you.
I'll tend to our friend.
This is a case of define capable. Capable of what?
Thankfully, you stumbled into the kindest alcove in Janthir. Seems we have visitors. Rather unexpected in our keep. Welcome the Tyrian Alliance.
Tyria has allied.
Capable of allying.
Your skepticism is understandable. But given the severity of recent threats, Tyria needed to act fast. And unitarily.
Threats? Surely the strangers do not walk among all lands.
If you mean the creatures attacking from mist portals, I'm afraid so. We call them Cryptus.
Ah, mist portals. It's of the flesh stalkers that this alliance speaks. Yes. As foes, they proved fatal ones. Lives lost on your front as well, Jen.
I'm afraid so. And allying proved the viable solution, finally.
Fear can be a supreme unifier, or divider, depending on how it is channeled. So, this is why you come to my hearth, with eyes carrying intention. A bid to join your alliance.
Who knows what other threats the mists might bring? Should that happen, we'll have strength in numbers.
I respect your good intentions, but need time to ponder its implications for our own. For now, that is my decision. At this time, I extend our visitors the opportunity to speak with our council members.
Oh. So, who are you? A grumpy bear. Cool. So this is Deftlar? Lahar? Lahar. They're the homestead master and the overseer. They oversee the building of all manner of things in the village. Cool. Oh, this person is much nicer. This is Soaring Crest. They're the master of agriculture. This is the council's hunting master, and they are called Vast Caldera. I am probably pronouncing stuff wrong, I apologise.
Grazed by fire, Journeykin Master. Apologies. My thoughts are occupied by council matters at the moment. If you find yourself with time to pass, my apprentice Burning River is out tending the village Journeykin. Tell him to give you some lessons at my request. They're fine creatures. I suspect you'll make fast friends.
Fair enough. Yeah, so they're probably going to be important later.
Why, hello there. Rai Lycan, humble lore master of the lowland. Long before our tribe came to inhabit Janthir, we hailed from a sanctuary far in the north. In those times, we were led by two honored Coden, a claw chosen by the people, Alder's role same as his mother before him. Also, a voice. She was chosen by Koda himself to share in his mind, ultimately proving her worth by the trial of faith. A trial that would prove both to her detriment and the tribe's. Mid-trial, nearly crushed by the weight of madness, she fled. Some call it cowardice. I believe it was the will to survive that seized her from the brink of oblivion. The same will our Claw channeled in the trial's aftermath. Rather than risk ruin, he led the tribe south, to Janthir. Given time, some Kodan found themselves called back by the will of Koda, a call they followed to Or. The rest, our forebearers, remained. And it is here, free from gods, tried only by nature, that we find our sanctuary. Well, at least, that's the speech I've prepared for the Cubs' annual history visit. I fear it sounds a bit rehearsed.
Yes. Yes, it does. Oh, a spry adventurer. I completely misread that as spy. My, aren't you a spry adventurer, not spy adventurer? Coming out all this way. Okay,
Saving Aurora, village healing master.
Aurora and Barbed Veil, who you first ran into, are two of our newest to don the master title. Though, judging by their expertise, one would suspect them seasoned veterans of their respective crafts. Additionally, Aurora has fast proved an upstanding mentor for my son.
Currently working on the fundamentals of herbalism.
Save some praise for yourself, Alder. The previous Claw would be proud to see how well you're faring in the position.
The Claw Aurora speaks of was my mother. Feels both long ago and as recent as yesterday that she stood where I do now.
Though a few claw lengths shorter. By my coming of age, she barely made it to my shoulders. But her presence was grand enough to fill the room.
A true leader of Coden. Many have noted the resemblance. See a bit of her in you both. Wayfinder, you find yourself in good company. Hope you can make yourself at home here.
The role of Claw was taken, so I settled for a title more modest.
My son has some years before he claims such expertise, though his mind is sharp. Observing our council provides him practical education, instills discipline.
Poised Arrow, son of Stoic Alder and Silken Weir. You?
Commander or Wayfinder? Wayfinder is probably more fitting these days.
A wayfinder losing their way in our woods. And now Commander. That has a strong sound to it. But if you insist, lost your wayfinder.
Yeah.
Seems our visitor also claims two names. We of the lowland drop formality with those we most respect. Right, Pokey?
Yes, Pa.
Oh dear.
Leader, best we return to the planned agenda, pressing as it is.
Your concerns are sensible, graced by fire. Poised Arrow, I'm afraid our discussion shall prove as stuffy to our guests as the air in this hall. Show them around.
But we've only just... A fine idea. Best they enjoy the weather while it holds. Meet me outside when you're set.
Alliance, I deem you welcome visitors for the time being. Feel free to acquaint yourselves with our town. Fortunate for you, the embers of our summer season burn brightest. May your time here pass well.
I like that. Don't do anything to piss me off and you can stay. Kick a chicken and the whole village is going to attack you. Okie dokie. Oh. Gosh.
Here you have it, Harvest Den. Much to keep a newcomer occupied, especially this time of year. Have one last hurrah before the deep freeze sets in, then our time of torpor begins and things really slow down.
Looks like we've got
So,
heart quests
enjoy
in this
the
expansion.
fun while it lasts.
Weren't you supposed to show us around?
A Wayfinder needs no
Feel the
chaperone,
fury.
yes? Seem the type who'd rather blaze your own trail. Your friends, the flora and feline, make themselves at home already. Besides, if you need me, I'll be right here. A friend of mine plans to take part in the dance circle. Poor beast dances like his feet are forged from ore, but I'll be cheering for him nonetheless.
Okay, and then oh, what's this one? Let's see what the dyes are like on it. Oh, you get. No, that's my turtle. I have any skins for my turtle. Oh, that's the default dice, right. So, no, that one. Right, we are a mesmer. So we are going to end up pink. I don't like that skin. I actually don't like that skin. Where's dyes gone? There. Like I said in the intro, I am not very well, so I apologise if I'm all... if I get confused and shit at times. Ew, that does not work. Where's the dark stuff that I've got? I'm not convinced that this works. Ooh, that's pretty. That is pretty. That'll do for now. Knowing me, I will probably end up altering shit over time. Let's... Do I not have a thingy equipped? Do I not have any gathering tools equipped? Or am I just not allowed to use them? No. Okay, so I do have a logger attached, equipped. Where's my... Okay. Okay, we have a thingy. What am I supposed to do? it's a dancey thing. Noted. I will do that at some point.
Do it! Just do it!
What am I supposed to do? Oh, I am not. Oops, wrong one. I am not. No, I am not very good at these things. Okay, help the local codon and by completing events. How do you find the one that you? That is not the right one.
Let us make things interesting. Watch for changing patterns within the dance circle. See if you can handle the might of my deft rhythms. Let us dance together.
Which one's that? Is that one?
Fine footwork. What insults you by going too easy? I never. Let's step things up.
Maybe I was the illusion all along.
Let us now
Oh shit.
welcome the harvest in glorious dance.
Is that one? Yes.
Shed the vital husks of summer. Shut them goodbye. Shut them.
I can't even see myself.
Absolute spectacle.
There we go.
The lore master will
Right, I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to see the map clearing portion because that can get a little bit dull. If you do, drop a comment and I'll upload those bits as well. But otherwise, I will come back with the next part of the story. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.